right, good morning everyone. I'm Andrew and I don't want to work anymore, and it's Monday, August 25th. What's up in the chat? And I'm a little bit late here. Not late, but doing a lot of analysis here, trying to find, where we're going to be taking longs from. And I think this spot right here, Raghav, how you doing, my friend? Good evening for you. How's your day? How's your weekend? I'm looking for longs. New week opening gap, new day opening gap, mega premium. Doing great. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good too. I had a good workout, the gym. Been noticing it's a lot busier there lately though, but what are you gonna do? A 15-minute chart here, looking for some inefficiencies to work with. Let's see here, we got this 15-minute here, maybe for a target on the inside. I took a long here using my Asia strategy. I got a 75, I think it's $75, 75 bucks win. I'm currently in a long in my demo account, which is doing really good actually. Let's have a look. I don't have any bias for today. I will decide as price moves forward. Yeah, I'm bullish, but we got to come down into this daily inverted fair value gap. That's the way I'm looking at it before we can go up, but I don't think it's gonna go up much higher than the new week opening gap. We'll see. We are having like a shift in market structure. This would be the breaker here, right? So break a structure, come up, come and retest this breaker, which is also on the daily inverted fair value gap. Debt Wolf, let's go. That's right. So looking for longs down in here, which is the breaker for you, Raghav. That would be right here, wouldn't it? It would be right at the top of the fair value gap on the daily, wouldn't it? This 15-minute breaker. Might even have to just annotate this one here. Yes. Just the top one, or all two, the two of them here, the two white ones? It would be both. There's the opening bell. We'll go on the 1 minute here. Going up, straight up to new week opening gap. I can't remember what this is. Oh, this is a 15-minute IFVG, or FVG, sorry. Let's get another layout here. 5 minute, 15 minutes already on. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. 5 minutes there. 1 minute is here. 2 candles, both. Sweet. So the sweet spot, if we can get a long in here. Sorry, where is it? Right. Might have to settle for up here, but in here would be best. Price. New week opening gap looks like that. Hey, it's north on Monday. South on Sunday, north on Monday. Let's see here. Actually, I went north on Saturday and went to a lake. We had a great time. If you follow me on Instagram, we went to the lake. I've been to this lake once, but like first time with my friends and my wife and my dog, and we found a little beach. We swam around, and it was hot. It was really hot this weekend, and it was great. And there was like a party going on in one of the bays. There was like a band playing and like a whole bunch of boats just like anchored up together, and everyone's just like kind of hanging out and swimming and listening to live music. It was a good time. It was a really good time. But I couldn't believe it. Like, we were even driving the boat pretty fast, and it was like an oven. Like the air was just hot. I'm not used to that kind of stuff. Raghav, you're probably like, yeah, that's Japan every day. Raghav, you were from Nepal originally, I think, right? And then, so is Nepal higher up in the mountains and cooler? More comfortable temperatures up there, I would assume? What am I looking at? This is the 1 minute. Okay, good. Yeah, it's cooler in Nepal. Yeah, that's the nice thing about altitude. But probably pretty cold in the winter. But summers are comfortable. Yeah, some parts are hot too. Yeah, I bet. Nights are cool. The nights are probably always cool though. Yep. Yep. So we're just waiting for a long. Looking for an inversion fair value gap. We swept my 7 to 9 low. This fair value gap does not count. We're gonna be, temperature was moderate in my area. No snowfall, no extreme hot. No snowfall. Interesting. Ever? It's a super interesting climate. I'm gonna open up another window on this side. I want to see where Nepal is. I don't know a whole lot about Nepal. Much further south. You're like pretty close to the equator there. Is that true? I'm looking at a world map right now. I got a center line, but where is the equator? Is the equator? I thought the equator was closer. Equator. Uh-oh. No setup yet for me. Oh, it's a lot further south than I thought it was. That's interesting. So this one that I'm looking at is correct. Fresh snow in the mountains here. You got snow already, Dat Wolf. We did tap into that breaker. Yeah, I'm waiting. I wanted to go deeper. I want a deeper discount if I'm going to take a long. So. And that's fine. There's well, we're not in the mountains, but we're very close. Let's see here. You can see them. Victoria. Let's go. What the fuck, yo? This is weird. This is a Google Maps thing. It's lame. Maps. Yeah, I want to see. Not terrain. More satellite. That's what I want. We got anything to do here? What's going on here? Where's my London session? I'd short from up here too. This is a 15-minute gap in London. True day open. I would short from there. Actually, it's probably a better idea. This would be first presented fair value gap. First presented FEG. What else we got? Even an inversion after sweeping this, maybe. But I think ideally, I've got that one. Should also measure out this new day opening gap. There's the 50% of it. Yeah, so well, there's that inversion there. It's very small, but it's there. Yeah, it'll melt. I'm long. Frankie's long. Not yet, bro. Not yet. Small size. Okay. I go trekking on the mountains to enjoy the snow. Yeah, the snow is great. I don't know if we're gonna... We don't get a whole lot of snow here. We get, chop suey. Yeah, bro. We don't get a lot of snow on the island. Where am I at? So this is all ocean. This is the beach we take the boat to right here. This is all sand. It's not far from home. It's like 25-minute rip from downtown Victoria. But you know, all this here across into America, this is all, well, you can see the mountains here. These are all the Olympic mountains. You can see them across. This is only like, I think this is only like 40 kilometers across, if that. Maybe it's about 40k. Who cares? Anyway, we're surrounded by mountains, so like we can see, like these are glaciers in here. You can see the snow on top of these all summer long. So that's kind of cool. And then obviously we have all these mountains up here as well that you can see in the distance from almost anywhere. So yeah, Pretty place to live. There was a short right there as a stab back up into this fair value gap. Second opportunity, maybe. So, like, how do you know if accidentally crossed the border? Yeah, on the ocean. Sorry, let me see here. On the ocean. So I have my maps on my sonar, my GPS show us this line, and you're legally actually allowed to cross the border with your boat, but I think if you get off onto one of these islands, I think you better be checking in with customs pretty quickly, or you better not be stepping onto American soil without going through customs first. But also, I think I better not be fishing if I'm boating on the other side of the border, because then I'll need a different fishing license. But I am allowed to boat throughout here, no problem. What's going on here? Oh, it's the wrong chart, that's why. I'm interested to see what's going on here on the 15-second. We just keep on stabbing up into this FEG here. No closure above. Now coming below the first presented fair value gap. Yeah, it's I've never gone that far, although don't get me wrong, I have a fishing spot that's like right here, so I get quite close. Where is it? Hold on a second. Yeah, right where this guy is. I have a fishing spot right there by Halibut Island. So I think that's how it works. I'm not completely positive. There was also a lake that I've fished. I'm almost positive. Where is it here? A Soyuz Lake is in BC here. So it's actually, I was fishing in the States. So was I? There's an amazing fishing spot right here, and I'm almost positive we crossed into the States and fished in here. And the guys that I was fishing with, they fish this lake all the time. They said something to the tune of, as long as you're still, if you keep on moving, they won't bother you, but if you sit one spot and like anchor up, they're gonna get mad. Anyway, here we go. We're dropping back down into that breaker, looking for ideally an inversion after tapping into 23,427. No, they didn't stop us. They but they had somewhere out here, I can't remember, they had a lookout though. The United States guards somewhere out here have like a tower, and they're watching you like a hawk. It had to be close to the border. It was somewhere in here. Boundary point, right? That kind of makes sense. but they're watching from somewhere very closely. Anyway, we're going to be most likely looking for a reversal at 10 a.m. Heisenberg, how are you doing? What's going on in the Philippines today? Just waiting. We got news. April 25th. April? It sounds weird. August. 5-7 Trump signs orders. No news Monday. Rainy all weekend. Been lazy all weekend. Is this like a rainy time of year in the Philippines? I'm also looking at this gap, guys. What is this? This big run up we have. What was that on Friday? That was on Friday. 50% of that gap also is right in the middle of that FEG. So tons of confluences if we can get down in here for a long. There's the macro alarm. Yeah, rainy season. Econo day. This one. If you're using the prop firms, they want you to use financial juice for red folder. Most of them, that's what they use. But yeah, I like Econo day too, bro. Oh, new home sales at 10. Monday, August 25th. Is that on financial juice? Let's see. 10 a.m. would be US new home sales change month over month. So it's only orange folder at best on financial juice, but red folder here on Econo Day. So whatever, man. But we trade with well, my prop firm is Futures Next, that's right, and I can trade through news, so no big deal. I don't have to worry about it. And I got burned by news so many times, I don't care if it's a red or green folder anymore, so I wait and hide in my house. Oh, you hide your mouse. Scaredy cat. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a good call actually. Just wait for news to come out. It's not good to gamble during news unless your draw on liquidity is so obvious. And you could make a case for that on Friday, right? Like, look at this power 3. New day opens, we manipulate lower, which means we're gonna go higher, and that's exactly what we did. We dropped into this 15-minute FEG here. I don't know if you were here on Friday, but man, did I want to take that so badly. I just didn't have a setup in here. There was nothing for me to trade, but it's exactly what I wanted. I wanted the market to come down first into this gap and then go higher, but we didn't know what was going to happen with the news candle. You're right. That was another reason why we didn't get in, but it rolled over, dropped into the first presented fair value gap. Look at that. Actually, I didn't even notice that. This drops right into the first presented fair value gap. Right there. Respects this low and explodes to the upside. So, but if it exploded the other way, your stop would not have saved you. Yeah, we're just gonna get, did you test your Asian strategy? I have like tested it a little bit. I did take it today just because what I do notice with Asia is it comes back to the center point of Asia almost every time. So, and the low is almost made by 2200. So what is that, 8 o'clock? Yeah, 8 o'clock. Anyway, by that time you can target the center on either end almost no problem. But no, I didn't test it that much. I did find something super interesting though. Debt Wolf might be interested in this, just because Debt Wolf's inspired me with his Fibonacci levels. What did I do? Let's go to a 1 hour chart. Ooh, that's messy. But look, actually we'll go in here. These are, I think this is what I was doing. No. Let me remove a bunch of these. You guys tell me if we're dropping down in that breaker, okay? Oh, I can see it up here. Keep an eye on it. Let's pick, okay. So I found this pretty interesting. I got the fib, and I'm going to draw it out from the low to the high on Monday. And then I'm going to extend it out for the rest of the week. So that's Monday to Friday. So the low of Monday to the high of Monday. And so we'll just zoom into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday price action. So look at that, like runs up to this level, drops down to the next level, kind of gets messy through here. Let's go to a 15-minute chart though. I think I just lost that day. Where was it now? I think this is the day. Yeah, this is the day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Extending out the high and low from Monday. Reverses here. Take profit there. Find a long here. Take profit here. Doesn't get down there. Anyway, is there something to be said for this price action in here? Right? Almost like overbought, oversold. I don't know. Like if London takes the low here, look for, you know, a low in the morning. I don't know. You guys let me know. Try it. Looks like nice price reacts to those levels. It does look like it. So I checked it out on like several weeks and I was like, I think there's something to be said here. So, you know, we'll let Monday play out today and then we'll see what happens. But, you know, can you use this for just the previous day's price action? Let's find out. You know, let's draw the fib from, you know, the low to the high on the Tuesday. Does it do anything for us on Thursday? Kinda. Take a short here, pre-market. Sure. Let's try it again. Let's try taking the high to the low on Wednesday's price action. Yeah, maybe look for a short once we go there. Tough to say, right? Let's try it on. Let's try it again. We're just getting chopped up here on a Monday morning anyway, so let's play around. You know, does this help us for Friday's price action? Low, high. You know, you can definitely make it a case that there was a nice short here in the lunch hour. Drop down, getting close to a short. Or not a short, but taking a long here in the morning. Right here, you're kind of like in the middle, right? But once you get, it's almost like if you could use it almost like as a overbought, oversold, especially when you come up to like 15-minute intervals, right? If you get a wick's up there, you can almost, I don't know, you guys play with it. Those are the fib levels there. What do I got? A 1, minus 4.14, 0, 0.5, 1, 1.414. Okay, the macro is over. Anyway, that's what I've been playing with. I've also been playing with using the Asia range, drawing the fib just on that. So this was the Asia range for that day. You know, use it as a premium versus discount in the morning. Tapped in the discount, take a long. Now you're in premium, take a short. You're back in discount, take a long. You're in premium, look for a reversal, go back to discount, back. Can you go over all of that again? Thanks. We're how far back? Well, you know what? This is recorded, so you can rewatch the video. Look at my live section on the YouTube channel. What do we got going on here? Back to premium today. I'll go back for you, Frankie. Just let me know exactly which part you're missing. You know, check this out. Let's do it right now. Let's do it for our Asia range right now. We are, look at that. There's like a reversal going on right now. That's 15-second. There's an FEG right here. We tapped into that fib level. You know, you get a closure behind here. Maybe you take that down to, the RR is not that great. But maybe if we get up here, right, above this 0.5, about above true day open, then you're in a premium for sure. Just kidding, but why you started your fib mid-morning? Mid-morning? What do you mean? I drew it out over the Asia range. So Asia setting the stage for what the rest of the day is going to look like. And we're in the macro, so we just put in the high. Are we going to continue higher here, or are we going lower? Are we going to respect this 15-second FEG here? Looks like we closed above halfway, so I'm going to say we're going higher still. Super long wick. Oh, that was your news candle. I got stopped out of my longs because, you know, I bring my stop up early every time. But yeah, my analysis is on point. Feel cute. Might start a course later. Bro, I'm telling you, start a course. I'm going to buy it. I love buying courses. I spent more money on courses. I bought every single ICT course ever made. Just kidding. I haven't bought a single course. So we disrespected that. Thanks. Starts at 54,000 bucks. Well, depends on, you know, what country you're from. That might not be a whole lot. 54,000 pesos is a pretty good deal, you know. Actually, back in the day, my buddy, one of my clients gave me like a 50,000 peso note. 54,000 lira, I don't know. Lira, that might be a lot. Let's look. Calculator. Convert. USD. Is that a Turkish lira? Let's see. 54,000. Damn, that's not a lot. It's been discounted. Okay, almost ready for a short. Do we have a long setup in here that we missed? The first presented fair value gap. Nothing with a great RR. I kind of came up with a new, like for my strategy. I'm gonna remove this fib, but I came up with something that if my entry isn't within the how would you say, the lower quarter of that range, let's see here, 25%, yeah, if I can't get an entry in this portion, then it's probably not worth the risk, right? So if I took one here, no, long, say I got here, stop loss down there, right? 1.2 to 1. You would like smaller. Years ago, I am long NQ. Raghav's long. Okay. You're looking for Asia high. London high. Yeah, not a bad plan. Yeah, London high is a good low bar there. We have spent most of the time below. Yeah, this is a good trade. Too much messing around for me. Short at London high. Yeah, this has gone without me. I think my power 3 opportunity was right here, and it's over. So the 10 a.m. candle here, this is the accumulation, drop down into this fair value gap to go higher. So that new 4-hour candle low was put in right here into that fair value gap. So yeah, not paying attention. And there it is on the 15-second. So that's the end of my trading day. There it is, 10 after 10. There's no setup for me here other than jumping in now. What's the RR here? Actually, this might be worth. Where is London highs? 68.42. It's only 20 point. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna let it go. There's the inversion, dropping back down. This is the protraction model to continue. Oh, come on. Come on. 13 to 37. I might take that actually. Let's see if it drops down there. The RR is good enough. It's only 13 points for a stop. Oh, I missed it. Not yet. It did drop into that. Yeah, it's gone. It's right there. See that candle I'm looking at? We got this inversion here, the double inversion. This is the top of this candle here. Right there. Where it taps into it. That was the second chance. This is most likely gone now. Which makes my still a good trade. Got it. Uh-oh. I don't have a stop loss. Oh, there it is. Right here. It's a pretty nice entry. But anyway, I gotta go. This will play out. You guys will let me know if I can start getting some funds back. Where's the Asia high? It's gonna be too hard to manage. I'll just take the 2 positions here if I get it. Probably happen pretty quick here. I think it will go up to Asia high too. Modify order. Units. 1. How about that? Oh, there's a partial. I learned how to do a partial just now. Sell limit 1. And then what? I need to do a sell limit at Asia highs for the second one. Copy price. I think I need to put a short tool here. Create limit order. No TP, no stop loss. Units 1. 1. There we go. The only problem is this cell has to stay if I want to just walk away from my computer. That's cool. We're figuring it out. Okay, you guys have a good day. We'll see what happens. I'll manage this from the kitchen while I make my eggs and toast. Peace out, guys. Peace out, Detwolf, Frankie B, Heisenberg. Ragav's probably already gone to bed. No, he's long. He's gonna be scratching his eyes for a little bit. All right, guys. Have a good one. Good luck.